a yoga therapist specializing in trauma recovery and a holistic transformation coach, meaning I help you work with different aspects of your health in a holistic fashion, covering all bases, all layers of your body, accessing health and well-being through individual koshas. And thank you for joining me here today as we are going to be speaking about Prana Sadhana. Okay. Now, one of the things with mental diseases is for the longest time, they do not get detected. They do not get detected by others and they do not get detected by us ourselves. We ourselves don't realize that something is not right with us. What I mean by that is it could be days, weeks, and months of you just paying attention to what is going on in your work project and making sure that you're able to balance work, life, and pretty much everything else. And at the same time, so much is going on, you're not able to focus on what is happening with you, whether what is going on with your body is right or right. Just like when seasons change, a lot of us fall sick once, right? It is something that is very common, but that you're still sort of expecting, aren't you? You're aware that that's going to happen. You're aware that it is going to take 3 or 5 days. You know that you may or may not be taking medicines and you will know what to do to take care of yourself. But do you know what to do when you're stressed? Do we really know what to do when we are feeling anxious? We were not informed of these things. We were not told of these things. And again, because so many weeks, days, months, years pass by before we realize that we are not okay. It's possibly gone undetected for generations in our families. But the fact of today is that stress is not going anywhere. Stress is the biggest hit your body can take. When your body is under stress, your adrenals secrete what is called cortisol. This cortisol hormone has a bunch of different things that it does for your body. Okay, from not letting your muscles repair, to causing protein to break down into sugar, to throwing your lymphatic system out of whack, to messing up with your digestion and other hormonal functions, and putting you in a constant state of fight or flight. Over a period of time, this really affects the body. So what is the solution? What is the solution to make our mental immunity stronger? Now, let me sweeten the pot for you and tell you why you need to focus on mental immunity. Okay? Look at it this way as a chain reaction, right? First, stress hits for whatever reason. Okay? It can be you had a breakup. Your boss did not respond well to the presentation you made. You made a bad decision with money. There's someone in your family who's not well. Whatever your reasons might be, your body is in a state of stress. Okay. Now, because of this stress, depending on the kind of emotion you are feeling, that part of your body gets affected. If you're in a constant state of overthinking over a period of time, your head will start to hurt. Your neck will start to hurt. Your shoulders and the space between your shoulder blades will start to hurt. If you're feeling sad for an extended period of time, then slowly you are going to find a constriction in your chest. Your breathing rate is going to get really shallow. You're going to feel a pain between your shoulder blades and in your lower back. If you messed up money-wise, then you are going to be unconsciously so clenched in your hip region without realizing that it starts to cause tension and shooting pains in your lower back, your hip, and your legs. Each part of your body is connected to different emotions, and each emotion elicits a physiological reaction. First, in your breathing, and then in your body after having stayed in your mind and your body for that long. Your mind body is also your energy body, meaning if I was happy and you were not, well, near me, but you were around me, you'd know. I wouldn't have to tell you. If I was sad, you'd know. I wouldn't have to tell you, because our energy body extends beyond our physical body, which means if I'm stressed and if I'm scared, you would know. I wouldn't have to tell you. Right? It makes us very susceptible. It makes us very vulnerable. And when we are vulnerable in the mind is when we become vulnerable in the body. The cortisol messes up the immune system, making you more vulnerable to disease and illness. Now, let me tell you something before we get on with the physical practice. And this is something that I've heard very often, and it upsets me. It genuinely does. Okay? Diabetes runs in my family. I'm bound to get it. Osteoporosis or osteoarthritis runs in my family. I'm bound to get it. I'm prone to Alzheimer's. I'm prone to Parkinson's. I'm prone to cancer. Okay? Susceptible. If you have mentally accepted this fate, this inevitable reality that I am bound to get diabetes, that I am bound to get cancer, it runs in my family, then you have accepted it. And in accepting it, you have chosen it. It is very important to understand that while there is something called fate and destiny to some extent, there is also something called personal will. Okay? Personal management, self-care, and self-management is a choice. Okay? That is personal will. That's in my hands. Whether the external environment is stressing or not stressing is not in my hands. Am I susceptible to stress or not is in my hands. If I know that I am prone to a particular illness, then it is my responsibility to strengthen that part of me, should I choose to not accept that as a reality. Simple example and a personal example. My grandmother suffered from migraines. My mother suffered from migraines. She continues to suffer from migraines. I started suffering from migraines when I was 14 years old. It was very difficult because it was painful, it was blinding, and I was quite frankly feeling very helpless. As a child, you don't know what you're supposed to do with these things, right? Luckily for me, my father is an informed and educated man. And he took me to a doctor. We saw the doctor. He gave me these pain medications, and he told me that what I have is called migraine. And on the way back from the doctors, my father told me, Disha, this is a psychosomatic illness. A psycho what? A psychosomatic illness. Meaning, whatever is going on in your mind is going to impact whatever is going on in your body. If you are able to befriend your mind, you will be able to systematically drive the migraine out. The medicines you're given are slow release painkillers. They are not going to have that much of an impact. Not instantly. Instant relief is something you're going to have to work at on your own. Right? So now here I am thinking, what am I going to do? And not knowing what meditation is, I just started to visualize this thing, right? When I inhaled, I visualized this white light entering through my nostrils, going to my forehead, collecting all of that pain, and then exhaling it out through my nostrils again. And I used to do that for so long, and I continue to do that for months and years, not knowing that what I was doing was indeed meditation. And these days I experience a migraine attack maybe once in 5 years. And when it is, I know exactly why it has happened, because I know what my triggers are. My triggers are emotional upheaval, poor sleep pattern, and horribly balanced meals. If I haven't eaten a proper meal in the last few hours, I'm more prone to migraines. I know this. These are my triggers. So that's the thing, right? Self-management. Your body. Understanding that this is my body, this is what it's prone to, and this is what I'm going to do to take care of myself. Right? So today, in today's trial class of Prana Sadhana, I want to give you a glimpse of what it feels like to know how to regulate your nervous system by yourself. A balanced nervous system, a balanced sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system will determine the overall well-being of every cell, every organ, and every hormone in your body. It is going to aid you in balancing your left and right hemispheres of the brain and balancing pretty much every single function of the body. How cool would it be? That the way I'm feeling is simply because I have a dysregulated nervous system in the here and now. So let's experience a few practices and see what they do for our body. And if you have any questions, I invite you to keep them for the last 5 minutes of our session. Okay? So I want you guys to sit comfortably. You could be on a chair, you could be on the floor. I prefer to be on the floor, although for the program, I will have certain chair-based postures, certain chair-based sequences. So there will be something for everyone. Relax your elbows and sit tall. You're going to lean forward and scoop your butt out. Remember, I don't want you to lift and slide. I want you to take your hands. I want you to grab your butt, and I want you to physically shift the muscles out to the sides. Okay? Wiggle until your bum bones dig into the ground and ground your body. Place your palms on your knees. We will be holding no mudras. Refrain from keeping your hands hanging, as that lets the energy that we are working on sink and ground into the ground. We don't want that. We want to contain our energy. So keep your hands on your knees or on your thighs. Sit tall, bringing your head over your heart, over your hips. Fix your gaze at a point in front of you at eye level and gently close your eyes. And taking a few breaths to arrive in the here and now moment. Letting go of everything we've talked about. Whatever you are thinking about. And bring your attention to the sounds outside the room. Notice the sounds inside the room. Notice without judging them as good or bad, right or wrong, pleasant or pleasant, unpleasant, convenient or inconvenient. Notice without judging. And now bring your attention to the smell in the room. Notice the uncovered parts of your skin. Notice the air temperature. Maybe it is cool, maybe it is warm. Just notice. Notice the taste in your mouth. Notice the breath naturally flowing in and out of the nostrils. Flowing in and out. Notice without judging. Witness without changing. Bring your hands in Namaste in front of your chest. We will chant Om 3 times. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale fully. Om. Rub your palms together. Gently cut your eyes. Blink a few times. And slowly lower the hands. Om Swasti Astu. I wish you health. Let us begin with our first breathing technique. This one is called Ujjayi Breath. Okay. We are going to be doing this focusing on a particular sound. It goes like this. Like, if you were fogging up a glass, but you were inhaling through the mouth and exhaling through the mouth only, but with the lips closed. All right. That's Ujjayi Breath, breath of fire. We are going to be practicing Ujjayi Breath for a total of 10 breaths. Now, because it is not a breath that we can calculate for each and every one person, this is going to be a full inhale, complete exhale system. Okay, so we're not going to be coordinating it with each other. We are going to fully and a low rumbling sound at the base of the throat, like a dragon breathing fire. You can visualize that. All right? Sit comfortably. If you need, once again, scoop your hips out. It really just helps to keep your body sit straighter and taller for longer. Relax your elbows, drop your shoulders, and gently close your eyes. We will begin Ujjayi Breath together on the second inhale. So inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Loud Ujjayi Breath. Begin. Full inhales, complete exhales. Experience this beautiful warm breath. Louder. When you have completed your 10 breaths, keep your eyes closed and notice the sensations in the body. Move your attention from your head down to your feet and your hands and notice the sensations in different areas. The Ujjayi breath is as energizing to the body as it is calming to the mind. A balanced breath, a gently activating breath. And now we will move on to the second breathing technique of today. This one is going to be Grammary Pranayama. Grammary B. So bzzz, like a bee, right? So it's basically humming Om with the lips closed, like a If you may have practiced Brahmari before, you know how that feels. So we are going to experience Brahmari on a slightly deeper level. We are going to practice Brahmari for 10 breaths in total. That is 10 Oms that we will hum, right? With the lips closed. Out of those, let 5 of them be loud. Okay? Like, however it goes. Okay? The next 5, you're going to hum softly. You're going to hum them like a secret. As if there was a person sitting next to you, they may not be able to hear it that low. So it might sound something like, The key with the quiet Brahmari breaths is that you complete the exhale. Whatever you do in your Brahmaris, you will complete the exhale till the last drop of air has been let out of the lungs. Okay? If you need, you can switch your positions, make yourself comfortable. There is zero judgment. Your nervous system deserves the best. It deserves your love. It does a lot for you. Okay? Sit comfortably. Fix your gaze at a point in front of you and lightly tuck your chin to the back of the neck. Okay? Just lightly. You're not pulling it back. You're just lightly dipping it until your crown is pointing upwards. Look forward and gently close your eyes. We will begin Brahmari together on the second exhale. Now soft, quiet breaths. Inhale. Exhale completely. Soundless. Sit tall. Now quieter. Complete your exhales. When you have completed your Grammary Pranayama, keep your eyes closed and notice the sensations in your entire body. Grammary is a deliciously tranquilizing breath, calming the body and the mind, stimulating the vagus nerve, regulating the nervous system, preparing you for rest and relaxation. And now we are going to move on to the next technique, which is a mudra. We are going to be turning the palms up towards the ceiling, resting on our knees or thighs. In the right hand, you will bring the tips of the ring finger and the thumb. In the left hand, you will bring the tips of the middle finger and the thumb. Prithvi Mudra in the right hand, Akasha Mudra in the left hand. A nervous system balancing and regulating mudra combination. Relax your elbows, lift through your spine, gently close your eyes, and take a few breaths to arrive in your fingertips. Notice the sensations in your fingertips. Notice how the sensations in the right hand are different from the sensations in the left hand. Notice the knuckles, your wrists, lower arms, from wrist to elbows, your elbows, upper arms, from elbows to shoulders, shoulders and armpits, and bring your attention to your entire torso, from neck to hip. Notice the sensations in the torso in this mudra combination. Notice your breath in this mudra. Notice where it is traveling to. Maybe it is heavy, maybe it is light. Maybe the breath is deep, maybe it is shallow. Maybe it is long, maybe it is short. Just witness. Notice the right side of your whole body and the left side of your whole body. The gross sensations as well as the subtle sensations. And slowly bringing your attention back to your breath. Keep your attention on your breath as you slowly release the mudras and turn the palms back down. Notice how the breathing is now once you have released the mudras. Bring our hands in Namaste in front of the chest. Palms touching each other, pressed together. Elbows and armpits relaxed. Thumbs touching the heart. Anjali Mudra. Notice the effects of today's practice on the body and mind. We will chant Om 3 times on the second exhale to close this practice. The first Om will be a dedication to every cell in the body. Second Om, a thank you to the mind. And the third Om, exhale completely. Sit tall, inhale fully. Om. Rub your palms together and notice how the skin feels. Gently cup your eyes. Blink a few times inside the hands. And slowly lower the hands. You can take a few moments, maybe drink a little bit of water. So if you enjoyed this and you would like to immerse yourself in a practice, maybe check it out for a month, see how that works for your body and your mind, and how regulating your nervous system can bring a transformation, not just at a mental level and a physical level, but in your surroundings and in your life as well. This is going to be a 4-week program, and there are going to be 2 batches. The first batch is going to be from 6:30 a.m. to 7 a.m. Indian Standard Time. The second batch is going to be 7 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. The details of which, if you are interested, I will be also sharing anyway with you via a mail. Okay? So the fees is going to be 3,999 for the morning practice and 2,999 for the evening batch. 5 days a week from Monday to Friday. Just for 30 minutes a day, we will meet together and collectively work on understanding and regulating our mental immunity and our nervous system. Okay? One bonus that I definitely wanted to throw in for all of you guys, because I believe everyone deserves to learn how to relax, because rest and relaxation is not the same as sleep. And true relaxation allows your body to deeply restore and regenerate. I'm going to be offering 4 Yoga Nidra classes as bonus on Saturdays. Depending on how our batches are and how many people we are going to be coordinating the everyone. Only Yoga Nidra will have recording, which I will share upon request. Okay. only if there is a valid reason for you to miss it. But there will be absolutely no recordings for the Prana Sadhana program for students. If you missed, you missed. But I want you to take half an hour out a day. Even if you commit 5 days a week and you're only able to show up for 3, that is more than what your nervous system already gets, and you will see the results. We have options for you to try it for a day, to try it for a week, and to try it out for a month. So feel free to choose whatever works best for you. And stay communicating with me. Communication is key. Each individual body is important. Their needs are different. And when I know what is up with your body, I can provide for it better. And you can then learn how to provide for your body better. Fair enough? So this program is going to be using the prana reconditioning method, where sequentially, stepwise, each week, we are going to focus on detoxifying and cleansing the pranic body, releasing every blockage energetically that we have in our nervous system through breathing techniques, mudras, mantras, and light stretching. In our second week, we are going to start to learn how to build energy, cultivate energy, and utilize energy. In the third week, we are going to play more and more with the understanding of the sympathetic nervous system and what all these techniques can be done, like used to activate the sympathetic nervous system, and same for the parasympathetic nervous system. And in week 4, we are going to go deeper within the energetics and understand how to create energetic plus mental immunity to keep our body disease-free, to keep our mind stress-free, and for us to come out of a state of survival to actually move towards real and tangible personal and professional success.